Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about automate ping tests to multiple devices with Python and save the results to a Excel file. Okay, so here we are importing the libraries or modules. So we are importing the subprocess module pandas as PD as the alias name, and the date time, and the platform. And in this part, this is where we read the Excel file. So we are calling the read underscore Excel function from pandas, right? And we are passing in the Excel file. And we are storing the output of this expression to a variable called devices underscore df. And here we are calling the column IP, and we are converting this object into a list. So if we print this variable, this is a list, okay? And here, this is the ping function. So the name of the function is ping underscore device, and we have a parameter called IP, right? And here we have a try and except statement, yeah. And here we are basically saying that if the platform is Windows, use N, if not, use -N, if not, or else use -C, okay? And we have this command here. So we are calling the run function from the subprocess module, right? And we have these arguments: capture output true, text true, timeout 5 or 5 seconds. And here, if the result is, or return code is 0, return reachable and the actual output. And this is a string. And we are just stripping all the beginning and ending blanks. Okay, so that's the use of the strip function here. It's a string method similar to this. So we are just stripping the blank lines, the beginning and ending blank lines. Okay, and if it's timeout, so after 5 seconds, it's not responding, so we return timeout. And for any other exception or errors, we say error and the actual error message. And in this part, we are just defining a list called results, an empty list called results. And here we have a for loop, right? So we are looping over each device in the devices list. So this devices is the list that we defined here. Okay, here. And we are calling the ping underscore device function, and we are passing each device from the devices list. And we are storing the output, or the returned in this case, because all these, this function has return statements, right? Return, return. So here we are saving the actual output, which is this, into a variable called output, and the status is reachable. So that's if the return code is 0, and else or otherwise say reachable, and save the output, the actual output, into a variable called output. And here we have a print statement, right? The device, which is the IP. Yeah, this is the IP. Let me just show you the IPs. Yeah, these are the IPs, right? And status. Yeah, and we have, we are appending the dictionaries into the list. So append is a list method, and results is result is the list. So we are calling the list method called append, and we are appending each dictionary into the list. Okay, and after the loop, we say, we have this line here, which basically means that we are converting the results to data frame, right? So we are passing in the result, which is a list. And now, the result of this expression is a data frame. And we call it results_df. And here, this is where we save the results to Excel with a timestamp. So here we are just defining a timestamp, right? This is the format. In here, this is a f string, right? And we save that expression into a variable called output file, which would be the file name, right? In here, we are calling the toExcel function where we save the file, the data frame. So the data frame will be saved in the file called output file, which is this basically. And index is false, which means no index. And then we say results saved to output file, which is this file name. Okay, so let me go ahead and run this script. Okay, so this IP is reachable, that would be this. Oops. This IP is reachable, this IP is reachable, and this IP is timed out. And we say result saved to this file. Okay. And if we look at the file, we get this output. So IP, which is the key, right? If we go back here, IP is the key, which became the column name, and status and output. So these are all the keys and these are the values. All right, so that's all I wanted to discuss in this video. So if you found this video useful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.